Hey, it's Doug from Off the Trails. I've actually been hiking all day today. Couple hours anyways. I'm down by Lake Willoughby, Northeast Kingdom of Vermont. And down here by the lake is a little spot right here. If you can see it. We got a little fire over here, right on the lake. Came in through that way across the shoreline. It's a little rocky and stuff. You got to go under trees and stuff. But I'm a little ways out here in this spot right here. Not too many people know about it unless you come with a boat. But people camp out here. Not supposed to, but they do anyways. I was actually thinking about camping here one night. Still thinking about it. But I'm out here today thinking about your spiritual path, finding yourself. And for anybody out there that's on a spiritual path or kind of a spiritual awakening or want to better themselves, we all go through some stuff, a lot of stuff through life where kind of just sit back and we just think about our life and where we're going and where we've been, and come to the point where we got to make some choices in our life. And sometimes it's easier said than done, but like finding your own direction of where to go in life now, because you've been through all the stuff you've been through up until this point, and you're at a crossroads in your life and trying to find the path that you want to take or a direction you want to take, but you don't want to go back to the path you were on. You want to have a better direction than, a better life than you had. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Let me just turn this camera around. So it's kind of where I'm at right now, and just kind of on the spiritual journey, kind of, out trying to find yourself. And a lot of people I hear a lot of people you got to go find yourself, and it's, when people say that, they got to find out what they're actually saying is they want to find out who they are as a person. They've just lost sight of who they were because they've either been through a lot of emotional trauma or a lot of bad things they've been through, no matter what it is, and they just somewhere down the line they just lost sight of who they were as a person. I know I have. And like 3 years ago I went through a lot of terrible times, most terrible time of my life, and I freaking lost everything. And when you're sitting up on the top of the world, it seems like, and you have everything you've just about that you wanted, and then all of a sudden the next day, boom, everything's gone, and then you're just back to rock bottom. It happens like people that lose their house or something like that, or all these big hurricanes or tornadoes that people lose their house. They just lose everything, and just total devastation. But being on a spiritual journey, it's kind of like a path you got to go. It's good to have friends there and stuff like that, and to guide you and other people that are doing it. It's great, but you're the only one that's really taking your path that you want. Nobody else, can take that from you. they can help you, guide you in the right direction you want to go if you're asking for different things. But I just feel in my life right now, working with like the spirits and stuff, and um, it's not an overnight thing. It's not something that happens overnight. You know, a lot of people do it and they start it, and then the next day they're on to something else. But I've been doing it now for 2 years, and some people say, well, how long does it take to get to the point where you want to be? It could take a lifetime. But you know, what are you searching for? You know, there's different things that people are searching for within themselves. You know, I mean, what are you looking for, and what are you searching for? Um, for me, I'm looking for on a spiritual path, trying to find out who I am as a person. And since I started, sorry about the wind if it's making noise with the wind's blowing, so I'm not sure if it's making noise on this. But you know, for me, it's just finding my path again of who I really am, and just want to take a different road than I've been on for years. You know, a more positive life. That's what I'm looking for. A more positive life, and just being able to surround myself with positive people, and just get rid of a lot of negative people. Let me turn this around. Getting rid of a lot of negative people in your life really helps, because I've had friends where they were good friends, and then there was days like I'd wake up and it was like, damn, they're just draining the energy right out of me, you know, and I started realizing, you know, is this person really my friend, or are they just sucking the life out of me because they don't, that's just who they are as a person. And they were, and I came to terms where I just actually looked, why is this person, you know, hanging around me? Why am I hanging around with this person? Just draining the life out of me, sucking the life out of me, and just, you know, not letting who I am as a person, um, not accepting that of who I am. And I come to terms, I got rid of a lot of people like that out of my life, and so, you know, having goals and stuff like that, and it's great. You got to have some goals for yourself. You got to have a direction. And there was this one speaker that I can't remember his name. He was talking about it's a great it's a great kind of like a metaphor or something like that, but um, it's a great saying that he was talking about. It's almost like a person in a ship. It's almost like if you like goal settings and stuff like that. If a person sets a goal, I think it was Earl Nightingale, by the way. But if a person sets a goal out for themselves, they have a direction of where to go, and how to get there, and go through the obstacles of getting to their goal. They have a direction of where to go. It's almost like a ship. If you put a ship on the water and you don't have a crew on it or someone to drive it, you just turn the ship on and just let it go. There's no direction of where that to go. It will just drift off and come, you know, on some deserted island, smashed up somewhere, you know, or sink, because there's no direction where to go. It'll just float, you know. It's almost like that. And I think it's true in a fact where if a person doesn't have any goals and directions in life, that's what's going to happen. They're just going to be like out to sea drifting around and just bumping into everything and just no direction where to go. And so that just made sense the way he was saying that. I believe it was Earl Nightingale that said that. Um, and there's a lot of people out there that don't have goals. They don't write them down. They kind of live day by day. Whatever happens during the day, that happens and stuff like that. And just, um, goal setting. I've set a lot of goals for myself, and I've accomplished a lot. But there's still a lot that I didn't accomplish. And I was upset a little bit about it, but I just put it back on my list, and this is what I want to do still. But finding yourself on a spiritual path, a journey, and you really got to do it pretty much by yourself. Don't let anybody that's negative, or tell anybody that's negative, or it's almost like you have this big idea where like someone's like, oh, I'm gonna have this restaurant, I got this great name for it and this and that, and I've got all this different dishes I'm gonna make up that's different and it's really good, and then you talk to a lot of people about it, like, yeah, I can't see you doing that, you're not gonna make it. How many restaurants out there fail, and just it's that negative vibe. So just be careful who you talk to about it. I wouldn't even tell anybody. I would just get excited about it. When you friends, talk to a lot of people that's positive, and just go and do it. If you really believe in yourself with all your thoughts and emotions, you really believe in yourself that what you're going to do is what you want to do for a dream, then do it. Don't let anybody tell you different, because anybody can do anything they want. There's no limitations. The only thing that's stopping you is yourself. And setting goals for yourself and being on a spiritual thing, a setting, you're letting yourself be grounded. Like, I'm out here today, again, hiking through the nature and stuff like that, and I'm just letting myself be grounded on a spiritual level. It's better than sitting home on a couch watching TV and just sitting there. I'm out getting exercise. I feel good. I'm getting fresh air. I'm being grounded spiritually. I feel good. I feel good, and that's what you want. So, I just wanted to do a quick video on kind of finding yourself on a spiritual kind of level, and everybody's different where they are in life, and like I said, I'm still searching myself, and I'm making goals for myself, and finding who I am, and but I've just made a decision that I looked at my life. I just sat back and just looked at my life and kind of took a deep breath and just see where I was going. And I didn't like it. I wasn't happy. I didn't like how things were going. I didn't like the way I was living my life. I used to be a smoker. Smoked since I was like 16. And drinking all the time. I used to be in a band and drinking all the time, playing up the East Coast and all that, which I love music. And I plan on still recording music on my own. But the point I was trying to make is I just wasn't happy. I wasn't on a spiritual level. I was smoking. I just felt crap all the time. I had no energy. I was fat. I was, weight problem. I was overweight. I didn't work out. sat around, didn't do nothing, and got depressed, had anxiety, had all that stuff, and I got to the point in my life, I just told myself, this is it, I'm done. I'm not living my life like this anymore. I'm not going to sit around and, I want to do what I want to do in life. I want to go travel and be going to different places and just see different, meet different people, different cultures and stuff like that. And, go out hiking all the time, get in shape, and just be in nature. And I mean, it's a beautiful world out here. Why be stuck in a house and just be miserable? Or, if you're living with somebody that's a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife, if you're living with somebody that's making you miserable, take a look at your life and say, you know what? I got to make some changes in my life, and I can't live like this anymore. I'm going through separation, and it's miserable. And I'm looking at my life for the past couple of years, and I haven't been happy. So why spend the rest of my life feeling like this when I can just make some changes and make my whole life the way I want it to be happy? I mean, so that's what I'm doing in my life, and I know there's a lot of people out there too where, and they're in different situations than I am, or they may be in the same situation, but just make some choices for yourself. Just look at your life, and are you really happy? Are you really happy inside? And think about the things that you want to do, like, people think about traveling or going to on a cruise, and I'd love to do that, and they never do it. Make some plans, make a goal for yourself. Say, I'm going on this. There's nothing stopping me. I want to do this, and make yourself some goals and do it. And I just think there's a lot of people out there that settle for what they have, settle for the best. And then they're just miserable for the rest of their lives, because they just settle for what they have. They don't look at their lives and, I can have better than this. And that's why a lot of people are miserable, just unhappy. And I don't want to be like that. That was the old me, I kind of settle for what I had, and that was it. I want to look beyond that. I want to look where I want to go, the path I want to take, in the direction I want in my life to make me happy. So, just wanted to throw this video out there today. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. It's October 2017. It's a beautiful day today. It's actually, I'm under the trees here, but it's actually sunny outside. Over by the lake here. Let me just swing this around so you can see what I'm seeing. The lake's out here. Beautiful lake. This is Lake Willoughby. You got the mountain up there. I've actually climbed that mountain. Here, I'll bring you out here real quick just to show you. Oh. Somebody's making some rocks. Piling some rocks up here. Oh. This is Lake Willoughby. I've climbed that. I have that in other videos. I think I had it make a video. I was on top of Mount Horror, which is behind me, and I was looking down at the lake here, looking across there. This is actually the bottom part of it, the shoreline. And you walk all the way down there to hike it. The car is parked way out there, but you walk all the way up. It takes about, I think it's under 3,000 feet, and it takes probably about 3.5 hours to hike that whole thing. But nice little spot in here though, beautiful little spot in here. But you come in here with canoes and stuff, and park that canoes in here, and camp in here, but you come in here like in the middle of the summer, and it is brutal in here with mosquitoes and black flies, and that's where I came up. A lot of red cedars in here, but beautiful little spot. So I just wanted to show you that real quick, and just get out, you know, go for hikes and stuff, and just take your camera with you, take some pictures, just kind of take it in, you know. And I find that almost every time, 9 times out of 10, I can have like a bad day. I'd be pissed off. As soon as I go hiking and get out in the woods, it's just everything just lifts off me. I can't be pissed off out here. It's like impossible. I can't be pissed off out here. And it's like I don't even want to go home now. And then I go home and it like all comes back to me. But it's almost like everything just falls off, you know, like all the problems and bills and money and work and relationships, and you just all leave that behind. It just, I don't know, it's just weird the way that works when you're out in the woods and stuff like that, hiking around. It's excellent for depression too, like if somebody out there has depression, you know, instead of sitting home popping pills and, you know, the doctor gives you and trying to get out of it. The only way to get off depression is to get your ass outside and be active. Even if it kills you, even if you don't even want to, even you just gotta force yourself. And I've been there, you know, where you just can't get off the couch, you can't get out of bed in the morning. You gotta force yourself, make yourself, and get out here and hike. And I guarantee you, do it a couple times. Force it. Say, I am not going to feel like this anymore. I am done with this. This is not going to take over my life. It's not going to take my life over. I am a happy person. I'm going to get the things I want, and I'm doing it, and nothing's going to stop me. I don't give a shit who it is. I'm done. I'm sick of feeling like this. And that's what I did. And it worked. I got myself out and started hiking all the time, and just, this was years and years and years and years ago, but it does work. You got to force yourself, because if you don't, it's going to take over and it's just going to be a long road to be miserable, and nobody should feel that. Nobody should feel miserable. And the thing too is, I've learned, like if you're going through depression or like really bad anxiety, tip, you don't hear this too much from a lot of people out there, but a tip from, like, if you're getting through like depression in your life or a lot of anxiety in life, and the number one reason probably for that, why you're going through it, because you have to make some changes in your life. Like if you're going through a bad depression, maybe it's just the way that you're living your life. You need to change a lot of things, because where you are in your life is actually making you depressed. And wherever you are, if you're living with somebody, your job, it's just wherever you are in your life, it's making you depressed like that. You need to get out and make another go down another path, because the path you're on is making you feel that way. Same with anxiety. If somebody's suffering through anxiety all the time, and they're going through this, and they're taking medications, and nothing seems to work, look at your life. Change your life. Change the path that you're on, and I guarantee it will help. Trust me. Get out and hike more. It works. Nature always works. There's energy out there that helps the vibration. It just soothes the soul. It actually does help, so get out there. But I don't want to run over time here on this video, so well, this is Doug from Off the Trails. I'll see you in another venture. See you in the next video.